Up next, the Celtics taking on the Hornets. For the Celtics, it's been a display of dominance this season. Few teams can match their heart or their talent. They'll have a big edge at home tonight as they look to keep it rolling. Hornets, Celtics. We'll be right back after this. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. They've got Josh Giddey, Nicholas Claxton out there with Miles Turner. Then it's George, and it's Halliburton in at the 1 spot. And for the Celtics, we've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Walker Kessler is out there with Towns, and there's Klay Thompson, and it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. So the Hornets win the tip. Now we know Greg trade talk. Bucks have increased as we get closer to the deadline. So how does it affect the player when their name is mentioned in trade room?
Listen, it can rattle your confidence, and especially the first time it happens. But, Kevin, it's important to remember that it's all business, and guys just can't take it personally.
Second chance shot. Kessler with the bucket. Kessler's got the first points up on the board here for the Celtics.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Now, here's George. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Kessler. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket.
And no one is catching Ingram in the open floor. This guy is like a rocket.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Thompson against Giddey. The shot from the low post is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Thompson from long range. It's hauled in by Claxton. George against Gilgeous-Alexander. And a wide open look for Halliburton. And the 3 off target. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Claxton. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's a funky distance for a jumper. SGA making it look routine.
Here's Giddey, and it's blocked. To the paint. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist from Ingram. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the night. Giddey the pass to Claxton. Back to Giddey. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Thompson. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
He hits the second from the line. For Boston, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Towns. Hornets with the rebound. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
And one thing you know about Claxton, he's not going to waste his opportunity.
Yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in this league, and he's all about getting quality, high-percentage shots, Greg. He doesn't force shots that aren't there for him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the basket by Charlotte, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like
Press. Oh, wow.
Foul.
You got it back.
Watch the roll, watch the roll, watch the roll. Watch the roll, watch the roll. Yep. Oh, good move, Dirk. Oh, Dirk.
Whoa.
Dirk said he had something.
Yeah.
Oh, I see you, Brian.
And a shot from a little earlier as the Hornets. And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Miles Turner out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Paul George. And it's Giddey in at the two-guard spot. And for the Celtics, Klay Thompson is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then it's Walker Kessler. And it's Towns in at the power forward position. With the NBA season out of its early stages now, Grant, there have been more than a few surprises.
Oh, I love surprises. And every season, there are a few guys who take a major leap forward. Something just clicks for them, or the skills all just come together. But regardless, it's always a fun surprise for fans and broadcasters, too.
From deep, Giddey, and he buries his first look.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. The rebound by Turner. And Halliburton has got the ball here for Charlotte. It's a three-point game. This one for three. Rebounded by the Celtics. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Now here's Halliburton. 20 points for him last game against Golden State.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Hornets making their last shot. Oh, there's the alley! And a slam dunk by Ingram.
How about that high wire action from Ingram, getting up there and pulling off the Houdini?
Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. It's a one-on-one situation. Unloads from 13. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor, not the start they were looking for here.
And for the Celtics, Grant, when it comes to something like rebounding, it's a total team effort.
Well, it's part of their personnel strategy, B.A. Get wings and guards that have length and toughness, which allows them to control the glass and switch just about everything defensively.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
A headache to track. Gilgeous-Alexander is a long 6'5" with point guard handles, and of course that finishing ability we just saw.
For the Celtics, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Now here's Turner. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State.
And his presence was certainly felt on defense. Blocked 3 shots and changed countless others.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
The Hornets making a switch here. Mann's checked in. The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Pass to Kessler. Here's Thompson. The 3 is up. The offensive rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
George, his shot is good.
Good work in deep from George that time. He's far more than just a perimeter threat.
Kessler up top. Back to Towns. Pass to Kessler. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. To the inside. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
And this group of shooting guards has gotten it done in a number of areas this last month. You see their rebounding averages. In the 3rd spot, Paul George. And, of course, Klay Thompson.
And it's not easy to be a great rebounder as a 2 guard. You've got so many duties to take care of on the floor, and these fellas, they do their jobs and then some.
And that's why it takes that unique combination of agility and instincts to make your way onto that list. Those guys have a terrific balance of the physical and mental aspects of the game.
And he makes both free throws. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Giddey against Thompson. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Right side Ingram. The shot, no good. Ooh, nice D from George. Here's Mann. Again the miss by the Hornets.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had 28 points in the win against Sacramento. Thompson, that's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
No surprise here. Thompson's talent as a shooter making him a constant scoring threat.
Giddey passes to Mann. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Boston trailing. High post Towns. Can't hit that one.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
And Clarkman, Karl Anthony Towns is on the floor. He's one of the best big men in the NBA.
Well, you said it, the key words there, on the floor. I'm sure Cat is frustrated by the injuries he's had over the years, and he's doing everything in his power to stay as healthy as possible.
They get it again.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Pass to George. Outside Giddey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Giddey's got 5 points.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
Well, last year they swept the season series. There was a talent differential between the two teams. We'll see if that gap has narrowed.
I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win. So we'll see how they handle things tonight.
Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Wiseman, he's checked in for Kessler. Vanderbilt comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Dylan Brooks checked in for Brandon Ingram. And Daniels is subbed in for Klay Thompson. And stolen by Herter. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Mann. Outside Herter. Here's Mann. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Mann misses. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Boston. Trailing by 4. And the shot's good.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Now here's Herter. Pass to Mann. Back to Herter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Claxton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
You got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Herter passes to Claxton. Back to Herter. Rebound Boston.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Wiseman finds Brooks. Ooh, McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Man, the pass to Herter. No good with the elbow jumper. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Hornets leading by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
We've got Brandon Ingram. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with James Wiseman. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Watson in a two-guard. That's the Boston Five. The Hornets with a lead. Halliburton finds Robinson. Back to Halliburton. Left side Robinson. Gets a very good look and converts.
The versatility of Halliburton, that's what you love about him. He can score it, he can pass it, and he makes very good decisions.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Defensive foul. Tyrese Halliburton.
All right, Grant, I'm going to ask you to put on your executive hat now. Tell us what the key is to establishing culture at an NBA organization.
BA, culture, structured accountability. It's about getting the right group of guys, having strong leadership, and of course it only works if the coaches and players fully buy in.
Josh Giddey's checked in for Halliburton. And it's tied up with that one. The Hornets shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Giddey passes to Robinson. Five on the clock. For three, George. Oh, blocked by Ingram.
You know, that's where Brandon Ingram's huge wingspan comes into play at the defensive end of the floor.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics?
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
They are also being so active there with their hands on defense. It's paying off with a lot of steals already tonight.
Here's Watson. No points yet. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. That one goes in. And the Celtics lead by one.
Yeah, total focus from Shai there. Ready to go off the feed.
Timeout call for the Hornets. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall, there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Kessler, he's checked in for Wiseman. And the three-point contest is one of the highlights of All-Star Weekend. Here are some of the contenders who have a shot to compete in the event.
And perhaps that list changes a little between now and All-Star Weekend, but I would have no problems if those guys end up competing.
You look at Thompson. He's in third in voting. It looks like he's going to earn a spot in the three-point contest.
And he's going to be dangerous. 100% he could win it in what should be an absolutely loaded field.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated.
Good from George.
You're not going to find many better two-way players than George. He gets after it at both ends every night.
And so he hits both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Giddey. Out left to the wing. Here's Watson. No made baskets yet. That won't fall. Can't drop his first one. George feels it out a bit. Pass to Giddey. Now here's Johnson. Back to Giddey. For three, Robinson. Oh, he drains the three, and he'll go to the line for one more. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
At the line for the Hornets, Duncan Robinson.
Throw good, Robinson. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. It's a 5-point game. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
Giddey with it. Towns covering. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hornets lead by 5.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
To the middle. Here's Watson. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. The Celtics making a switch here. Thompson's checked in.
Second team foul. At the line for your Celtics, Watson.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Robinson. There's the 3. Kessler with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability. They showed it with that tight coverage.
To Watson. Shoots over Robinson. Drilled from 11 feet out. Watson's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Giddey passes to Robinson. Back to Giddey. 2 on the clock. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Impeccable defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. For a guard, he blocks a fair amount of shots. Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Dylan Brooks comes in for Watson. And Daniels is subbed in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. So Charlotte going with almost an entire new group here. McGee, he's checked in for Turner. Claxton comes in for Johnson. Herter's checked in for Robinson. And it's Mann in for Giddey. Deflected! Here's Daniels. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Brooks. Ooh, some solid defense from Herter.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Pass to Brooks. Blocked! Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. From 7.
And what's surprising, during the second quarter, he hasn't really looked like himself.
Here's Mann, defended by Thompson, and it's rejected. Ooh, McGee with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. McGee tucks it last. Halliburton's checked in for Charlotte.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Hornets on D. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's man. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And the call will be against Nicholas Claxton. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Now here's Thompson. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Kings in Sacramento.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. 4-3. Oh, and Clay makes that three look so easy.
After a cold first quarter, they brought up their field goal percentage, trying to build out this lead now.
A minute 39 left in the second. McGee passes to man. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Thompson scanning the floor. Shoots over George. Thompson, no good. Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. And that one's good. Man.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. And the Celtics call time here.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of the timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Wiseman, he's checked in for Boston. Vanderbilt comes in for Brandon Ingram. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Herter's checked in for George. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of this game. Thompson against Halliburton. Ooh, McGee with the block. Now here's Halliburton. He's closely guarded. It's McGee, high post. Vanderbilt against Turner. 4 on the clock. Converts on the jumper, and easy 2. Herter's got his first 2 points. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Brooks against Turner. Now here's Brooks. Over Herter. Boston, no good that time either. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Hornets. They're up by 1. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
32.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. Kenny, your thoughts on the Hornets' first half?
Playing on the road is having no effect on this team. I mean, between your planes, the hotels, the buses, it's a grind. It can shop your energy level. Right now, they look like a fresher team, and we'll see if they hit the wall in the second half.
And over to Shaq now. Your take on the Celtics.
They've been poor offensively. Under 40%. They need to stop setting. Stay patient. Move the ball around, but find better looks. It's hard to score in this league. You got to work for it.
That's all for now. Say goodbye.
We're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. On the court for the Hornets, They've got Tyrese Halliburton, Paul George out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Turner in at the 5 down low.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
Blocked! Ingram deciding where to go with it. Ooh, nice D from George.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Boston trailing. Outside Ingram. Pass to Thompson. Jacks up a 3. Connects from downtown. Thompson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
With perfect mechanics, too. Klay Thompson's jumper is a work of art, an all-time shooter.
Giddey against Thompson. Outside Giddey. Now George. Pass to Turner. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter.
Bad offense to begin the 2nd half. 4 misses right off the bat.
Here's Thompson. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Giddey. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Kessler. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Man, what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all 3 levels.
Pass to Claxton. Giddey against Thompson. Outside Giddey. And here's George. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 ball. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Because of the high release and he elevates so well, George can make these shots look elementary, even when they aren't.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. And they recover it. Down. That's good.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Halliburton, the pass to Claxton. Back to Halliburton. No stopping Halliburton. So physical.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
And Boston calls time here.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Wiseman, he's checked in for Kessler. And it's Watson in for Thompson. Johnson, he's checked in for Charlotte. Robinson comes in for George. Ingram, the pass to Watson. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Boston, no good that time either.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Robinson passes to Halliburton. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nice job by Halliburton, showing you the toughness that time, going right into that defense and drawing the foul.
Dylan Brooks checked in for Boston.
Tyrese Halliburton taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Halliburton.
Halliburton is just one of those young guys that has a really well-rounded game. Makes shots pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. Here's Watson. Giddey defends. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Towns up top. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here's Johnson. Still no points. Outside Robinson. Pass to Giddey. 6 to shoot. Back to Robinson. Over Brooks. Charlotte again missing. And Towns has got the ball here for Boston. Trailing by 2. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And Cat remains an excellent passer at his position. Outstanding at seeing the floor and finding teammates.
Now here's Giddey. 7 points in the game. And rejected. Down low. Here's Watson. Halliburton with some nice D.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Lets it fly. They get it back. Second chance shot. And Turner with the block. The 3 is up. Boston with a rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Wiseman finds Towns. Lays it up and in despite excellent defense. Towns has got 6.
Hey, he's used to that. I mean, teams try to be physical with Towns and body him up, beat him up, but he's a little too strong for that to bother him.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
The Celtics making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. Halliburton misses.
Nice move to get inside, but then the D's right there waiting for him.
Inside, Towns passes to Daniels. Back to Towns for the lead. Pass to Wiseman. James Wiseman, a monster down low.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Oh, and Towns with the block.
Prime time, big time defense from Towns.
Pass to Daniels. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot, no good. Johnson with the defensive effort. Halliburton's got an open look. Again, Halliburton missing.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Towns. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 5 here tonight. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Celtics out in front. They're up by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return.
46.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Walker Kessler. And it's Daniels in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
From outside the arc. Rebounded by Daniels.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Halliburton. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Maybe he's playing better during winning time. Silent in the first half, but since then, he has taken over.
Thompson outside. Shot from 12. Bang! Busting it up inside.
Not just a jump shooter, Thompson is also more than capable of converting inside.
Herter passes to Claxton. Pass to George to tie it up. The rebound, Celtics. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Oh, Klay Thompson with the bounce. Get up, Klay.
You expect this from an elite scorer like Thompson. Let's just hope he can maintain this rhythm.
Outside Herter. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Halliburton on the take. It's deflected. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
Back to Halliburton. To halt the run. Yes! Tough point from Tyrese.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Ingram up top. George defending. The 3 from Thompson. Rebounded by Halliburton. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Halliburton. Vanderbilt's checked in for Towns.
Jared Vanderbilt.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Ingram. Back to Daniels. Thompson with it. Just 4 to shoot. Over Giddey. And that's a foul. Hold on Walker Kessler. That's foul number 2 for him. Charlotte's gone 7 for 17 from 3-point range so far in this matchup. Halliburton, the pass to Giddey. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Halliburton.
Showing more patience this half. His shot selection has improved, and his field goal percentage is rising.
Daniels passes to Kessler. Oh, and Turner with a block. To the middle. Vanderbilt. And no good. And George with some nice D. To tie it up. Count it. And the foul. Klay Thompson picks one up. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
You have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks too.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Daniels. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, really the standout element of his game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle, and they told the team it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You can see the players love the message. They look fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Pass to Thompson from downtown. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 11 rebounds in the game. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Giddey against Thompson. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Halliburton with the steal. Fast break, here we go. Pass to Giddey. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 6 assists in the game.
Nice feed from Halliburton. He's really put in the work to become an outstanding passer.
And Klay not to be denied.
Cold-blooded. You can count on Thompson to keep an even temperature as the game heats up.
Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Giddey. Here's Turner. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Hornets lead by 3.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Timeout called. The Celtics. The Celtics making a switch here. Towns is checked in.
Anthony Towns.
For Boston, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Pass to Thompson. Three-pointer. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. That one on Giddey.
What poise from Thompson. Even while getting fouled, he stays cool and puts up the shot.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Charlotte has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Halliburton, the pass to Giddey. Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Claxton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Halliburton misses.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming.
Yeah, this is a tough moment, even for George. But it's a chance to show us he's got ice in his veins.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Cool and collected, making them count under pressure.
Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the rebound goes to the Hornets. Here's George. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Ooh, nice D from George. Well, the Hornets shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. Pass to Halliburton. Outside Giddey. And he drives in. Count it!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Kessler down low. Shoots over Turner. No good off the glass. And they go to the intentional foul.
Kessler, 4th personal foul, 3rd team foul. Shooting for Charlotte, Paul George, taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You can't afford to waste any chances at this stage of the game. That means you gotta hit your free throws.
And Boston calls time here. They trail by 6. 27 seconds left to play in the fourth.
Headed to the floor right now, and it's Celtics Entertainment. Once again, fans, Celtics Entertainment.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Thompson outside. Takes a 3. Oh, he nails it! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3!
Oh, you talk about a cool customer right there. Thompson doesn't care if it's the first or last shot of a game. He's never shy about putting it up.
Shooting for Charlotte, Tyrese Halliburton. At the line for 2.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
I like seeing Halliburton step to the line in these situations. I mean, I think it's part of his growth and development as a player and going to really help him in the long run.
Big free throws right there to make this a 2-possession game.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark with a little step back J. And that's an intentional foul.
Karl Anthony Towns. 2nd personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for the Hornets, Josh Giddey. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And he's unable to get the second one. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Thompson. And here's Ingram from the arc. Misses. And so it's Charlotte winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment, but they stood tall and got the win.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
PG, you just looked confident out there.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
너도 터지고 다니질 않지 내가. 너도 뭐 아직까지 싸움으로 적은 적은 한 번도 없어.
정말? 그럼 니들 둘이 싸우면 누가 이겨?
둘이?
I'm done now. Oh, yeah, man. Try to get it back for me.
I got you.
Come on, George, get the rim! At the rim!
Nice.
What we gotta do put on for the community? I'm on that. Nah. You're not gonna keep doing that.
Good D.
Oh my God.
And the Cavs trying to get a win at home and pressed for success. Hi, everyone. Greetings from...
Hey, it's Floki5000 from the My Team community. My highlight of NBA 2k24 is definitely all the memories I've made playing co-op with my buddies. Playing with people from the community, playing with other creators.
Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. A look at Orlando's opening lineup. Trey Murphy out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Drew Holiday. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Cavaliers, Andre Drummond is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's James Harden. Then there's Edwards. And it's Kuminga in at the 3. Well, Grant, it's the time of year where teams are starting to find their identity and looking forward to the coming months.
Yeah, you know, you're through the initial grind, and it's onward and upward from here. But teams are still figuring out who the contenders and pretenders might be. But nobody's hopes are completely tarnished just yet.
Holiday finds Allen. Tatum from long range, and he buries his first look.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
Outside Harden. Pass to Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Mikal Bridges.
At the line for your Cavaliers.
Throw good, Edwards.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
No good on the second free throw.
I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead. But look, he tied things up.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Here's Holiday.
Getting better on this side of the ball. Harden, good effort that time.
A shot by Holiday, no good. That one doesn't drop.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Bridges misses.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1-for-4 shooting.
And out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Richard, you got to love how Mikal Bridges rises to a challenge.
A very hungry player, but also selfless. Bridges hustles to be whatever you need him to be. And like you said, there's a lot to love about that. Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Edwards pass to Kuminga. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kuminga. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Bridges outside. Lets it go. And Orlando again with the bucket.
This demonstrates how confident Bridges has become. Knows he has a green light to fire away.
Edwards, a pass to Drummond. Back to Edwards. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Allen in his last outing with 12 points. Shot clock at 6. The shot. Drummond grabs the miss. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 2. Pass to Drummond. Here's Edwards. Fires from deep. Tatum pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
Impressive ball handling from Tatum. Attracts the other team's focus and then finds the open man.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Outside Harden. Puts up a 3. He's off on that one. The Magic have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Pass to Tatum. Bridges outside. Tatum against Edwards. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Strong from three-point land. Tatum is about a 40% shooter from deep. That's impressive.
Now Drummond. He's scoreless for 3. And Edwards with the basket on the assist from Drummond.
Man, this is just fun. these teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Tatum's shot is good. Tatum's got 10 points.
Now, what hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
To the inside. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And here they come. Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It's crazy. He's growing taller. He's adding more muscle. Tatum just becomes harder to defend in there.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum.
A multi-talented swingman. Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. And so Tatum nails both of them. Here's Brown. Cleveland calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
If you're in the private section, let's hear you. Make some
It's the 2K leaderboard showing the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In third, the Cavaliers.
And whenever you turn the ball over against them, they pushed it right back at you. Last year, they were just merciless at exploiting teams whenever they made mistakes against them.
Boucher passes to Brown. Back to Coffey. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Tatum. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
And finished by Tatum. Wow!
One of the craziest dunks we've seen. Tatum with the bounce.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. There's Ball with a 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. Here's Orlando. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's Tatum. It's tipped. And he gets it back. Oh, Tatum slams it home. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 8 so far. Pass to Ball. From deep three-point land. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
When you peek at Lonzo's three-point numbers, they illustrate how much time Ball's put into his shot.
On the wing, Tatum. Now here's Barnes. From 7 feet away. Back to Tatum. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Chris Boucher. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Now here's Brown. No points so far. Now here's Boucher. Here's Coffey. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Moody. Shoots over Ball. Nails the baby hook.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Cleveland has gone 2 of 5 from deep. It's Brown on the wing. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Reed's checked in for Orlando.
At the line for Cleveland, Bruce Brown.
Free throw good. Brown. Here's Moody. And 1:01 left to play in the first. Pass to Hayes. And it's blocked. Brown with it. Richards, high post. Coffee, the pass to Richards. Just 5 to shoot. Ball outside. From behind the arc. Drills it from deep. Ball's got 6 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Tipped. And they get it back. Now here's Ball. He's covered closely. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Moody. Reed. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Magic out in front, up by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
We've got Edwards, Nick Richards out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Kuminga, and it's Ball in at the point guard position. That's the group for Cleveland getting going in the second. Now here's Allen. Here's Reed. Pass to Holiday. Launches a 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Magic lead by 9.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Now here's Richards. Allen defending. Up top, Jackson. Edwards against Bridges. Oh, good D by Edwards.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Richards, high post. Back to Kuminga. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. And here's a look at the top shooters last season. No wasted chances among this group. 5th, Jared Allen.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
And it's Allen with the ball for the Magic. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game, and that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Now here's Bridges, trying to make up for his poor performance in that loss to the Lakers. Down low, here's Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga, strong like bull. You know, there's some great ball handlers in the league today, but maybe not as much as in the past, RJ.
Well, most teams are more focused on ball movement now, BA. Passing is the emphasis, not ISO play. But at the end of the day, you better have a guy late game that can do the ISO work.
Now here's Ball. Give him 8 points now. Lets the 3 fly. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
A lot has been made about Lonzo's shooting motion. The bottom line, who cares what it looks like when the shots are going in?
Orlando calls timeout. And this matchup with the Cavaliers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Who wants a t-shirt? You know what to do. Make some noise.
A different look for Cleveland. Drummond's checked in for Richards. And it's Harden in for Ball. And the Magic making a change here as well. Tatum's checked in. Left side Holiday. The kick to Tatum. Ooh, rugged finish from Tatum.
How about the balance from Tatum? Absorbing the contact, it just doesn't matter. He takes it like a champ.
Drummond passes to Edwards. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed. Drummond's got 3 assists tonight.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
He's watched by Kuminga. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And the Magic lead by 5.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Edwards can't hit. The Magic have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. 3-pointer Holiday. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Outside Edwards. Back to Harden. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Harden. Edwards has got 6 here in the quarter.
Meet your point guard. Harden stirs the drink for you as effectively as he scores.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, people take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really touch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we get taken for granted. BA, he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Allie. Here's Edwards after the basket by Orlando.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Holiday against Edwards. Holiday passes to Tatum. Over Drummond. The Magic need to put one up here. 3-pointer Bridges. Drummond grabs the miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Edwards against Holiday, right wing. Pass to Tatum, launches it. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Drummond inside. Tatum's there. Drummond finds Jackson. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist.
This is what a near 7-footer like Jackson delivers. Tough inside scoring.
Orlando calls timeout.
Get up and get loud. Please welcome to the floor your Cavs powerhouse.
For the Cavaliers, Boucher's checked in for Drummond. Coffey comes in for Kuminga. And it's Brown in for Edwards. Alvarado, the pass to Tatum. The 3 from Barnes. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Brown passes to Harden. Launches it from deep. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Barnes. And he drops it in from the low post. Barnes has got 5 points.
Look, it's an evolving portion of Tatum's game, which is scary that he's still evolving. They're becoming a staple.
Harden's shot is good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Poke loose. Brown with the steal. Banked it in off the glass. Now just a 2-point Magic lead. Orlando has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. here's Alvarado. Still without a bucket. To the paint. Pass to Barnes. 4 on the clock. Releases. The rebound by Jackson.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
Now Harden. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Give him 8 points now.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
50 seconds left in the first half of this one. Here's Barnes. And that one drops for him. Barnes has got 7 now in this quarter.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Brown passes to Jackson. Here's Coffey.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And the Magic making a change here as well. Reed's checked in for Hayes. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Orlando. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Hauled in by Brown.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Harden with it. He's against Reed. Harden misses.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
The first one falls.
Jason Tatum.
And so Tatum nails both of them. A deep 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Magic. They lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jets. It was all Jason Tatum in the first quarter. He ended up with 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Orlando played?
Love to see a team grind for those offensive boards. They're doing the dirty work and converting those extra possessions into points. It's got to be demoralizing for the defense at this stage.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Got to give some credit to the energy of their bench. Sentient guys are trying to make a name for themselves tonight. And you know, like the fire under the starter, baby.
And that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
On the court for the Magic, Jason Tatum out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Holiday in at the 1.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
Now here's Drummond. Yet to see a basket. Back to Edwards. And stolen by Bridges. To the inside. Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
Now Harden. Here's Edwards. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Edwards got 14 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
For 3, Bridges. The Cavaliers pull it in. Now here's Harden. Give him 8 points now. Outside Edwards. From deep. Here's Drummond. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Drummond's gotten his first bucket of the night.
This is the exact energy you'd like to see from Drummond. He can be a monster on the offensive glass.
Tatum finds Holiday. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good.
You know, one thing you got to love about Drew Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Kuminga, he's checked in for Brown. The Cavaliers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Harden, the pass to Edwards. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Team foul.
On defense, the Magic. It's a 5-point game. And here's Edwards outside.
The work ethic of Bridges is really special. You see it on the defensive end of the floor especially.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Orlando Magic. On Tuesday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Houston Rockets. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Golden State Warriors. Edwards with it. 14 points for him. Pass to Harden. Takes the 3. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Harden's got 11 points.
Dangerous with and without the rock. Harden is accurate on the catch and shoot.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Drummond. Harden with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Harden against Holiday. Harden, the pass to Jackson. And here's Kuminga for the lead. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Bridges. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Bridges has gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 here in the 3rd from range. Kuminga, the pass to Edwards. Off target with the 3.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
On the wing, Holiday. Shoots over Harden. The shot by Holiday, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And another miss by Cleveland. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Magic. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Edwards can't hit.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
Now here's Jackson. Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Holiday grabs the miss.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And Allen gets it to go.
Not known as a quick shooter, but Allen shows what he's got there.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
And a new group getting ready for the Cavaliers. Richards is checked in for Drummond. Boucher comes in for Jackson. Coffey, he's checked in for Kuminga. And it's Ball in for Edwards. Here's Coffey. Still no points. Boucher passes to Coffey. 2 points. That one goes.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Ryan, Magic coach Jamal Mosley talked about the leadership of this team. He said, we're going to do it by committee. Each guy's going to have a voice on a different night. We want to build them up where there's a chemistry, and as guys rise and get their voice, they get that feeling of leadership. Brian?
Yeah, that's an interesting point. All right, Allie, thank you. And so it's Cleveland with it, following the bucket by the Magic. Harden finds Ball. Back to Harden. Yep, that one's good. Harden's got 13 now.
Making the difficult look easy. That's what James Harden does. Taking contact, making the basket.
Here's Moody, defended by Harden. With the 10-footer. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Moody's got his second basket of the game.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the third. Pass to Harden. Fires the three. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
What a game from Harden. Filling it out. James, everyone knows this man is just a gifted scorer.
Alvarado, pass to Hayes. Back to Alvarado. And there's the rejection. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. Brown, he's checked in for Harden. Drew Holiday's checked in for Orlando. Shot clock at 5. Hayes, the pass to Reed. From deep. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Let's take this time to see the teams who were picking the most pockets over the past month. In the third spot, the Cavaliers.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Boucher with it, guarded now by Holiday. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
At the line for your Cavaliers.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
I'm liking the throwback approach. They're making use of the mid-range area and inflicting major damage there.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
Now here's Holiday. Shoots over Brown. And another miss by Orlando.
Even with a big goose egg by his name on the shot chart, the team is somehow managing just fine without it.
Coffee, the pass to Boucher. Six on the shot clock. And it's Orlando with a rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Moody misses. The Cavs trailing. Outside, Brown. To the left wing. Here's Boucher. And Reed pulls it down.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's the Magic. They lead by 3. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. We've got Jaren Jackson. Bruce Brown is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Andre Drummond, and it's Kuminga in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to Tatum. Top of the key. Cavaliers with a rebound.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Outside Edwards. Oh, it's stolen. Guarded by Edwards. The three. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Magic lead by 3.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Brown passes to Drummond. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Holiday with the ball. And Drummond picks him up defensively.
This is Holiday's mentality. Never afraid at trying his luck and forcing the issue.
Shooting for Orlando, Drew Holiday at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Harden, he's checked in for Cleveland. And the second free throw is good.
And right about now, at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2- and 3-point advantage.
Jackson outside. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by the Magic. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. Tatum's got 28.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Back to Harden. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
In the paint, Harden, man, he's just a tough guard. If you get too close, you know that this man is a master at drawing fouls.
Orlando calls timeout.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
As always, Allie, we thank you. He's watched by Kuminga. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. Kuminga, the pass to Harden. Jackson outside. From 13, the rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 6 assists in the game. Holiday against Harden. Jackson down low.
It's the size of Jackson Jr. that is so hard to match up with. This is why defenders are just forced to foul him.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Jaren Jackson Jr.
First one falls for him. And so Jackson nails both of them.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Pulls it. It's rebounded by Cleveland. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this 4th quarter. And he lobs it up to the rim. Inside, Bridges with it. Jackson in his pocket. Bridges misses.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Outside Kuminga. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Tatum's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Getting some airtime. Okay, Bridges, we see you.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Cleveland. They trail by 6. Pass to Harden. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Harden's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, I don't know what Coach said to him at half, but his shooting has been tremendous here in the second.
And the foul on Jaren Jackson.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Pass to Holiday. 6 to shoot. Over Harden. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Attacking the heart of this defense. That's 8 straight points inside.
Edwards, a pass to Jackson. Here's Harden. Fires the 3. The rebound by Allen.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Over Drummond. They grab their own miss. Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home. Great game for him. Double-double now.
Look, the offensive glass is all about effort and energy. And Allen, look, he's got plenty of both.
Time called here. The Cavs decide to talk it over.
Sometime out, you just know you're going to get yelled at. And with these turnovers, I'm going to tell you it's not going to be a very pleasant timeout.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Oh, a big night for Tatum. This is a guy who's put up 60 in the game. There is a short list, very short, that I am not on, who have done that.
And here's Edwards outside. It's hauled in by the Magic. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Edwards against Bridges. Edwards, a pass to Drummond. They need this. Basket's good. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. It's Bridges on the wing. Outside Holiday. There's the triple. No luck on that one.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Trey Murphy, his second team foul. At the line for Cleveland, Jonathan Kuminga.
.52 seconds left in the fourth. here's Holiday. Sinks it from distance. And the Magic lead by 10.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Substitution on the court.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Boucher passes to Brown. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Here's Alvarado. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
So it's Orlando picking up the win.
That's the end.
It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Jason, congrats on the win. How do you prepare yourself to carry such a big scoring load for this team?
Just a lot of hard work. You know, my teammates trusting me and vice versa. So, you know, we do a good job, whoever is hot, getting them the ball, and then just making the right play, whatever it is.
That's what's great about this team. It could be anybody's night. Thanks, Jason.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.